I had dreams as a young girl, and my dream was influenced by a teacher who one day, he was a sports teacher, one day he was going to go for road running, and he didn't want to take girls because we were not going to be safe. And he says to us, no, you guys, you have to stay, and then I will only run with the boys. And that immediately dawned on me that we don't even, in my primary school and my high school, I've never seen a female teacher, and a teacher who's not a female teacher, a female teacher who's doing sports. They were there, but they were not active in sports. And it dawned on me to say, one day I would want to be a teacher, and I want to come back and make sure that girls participate in sports. People think you like fighting, and they don't see it as advocacy. And I think the reason why they are doing that is also to push back because of they don't want change. And if they don't want change, the young Mtimbi that I liked most was not afraid, was fearless, and she pushed. The Mtimbi that I know now, it's more strategic and whatever, and I think it becomes more difficult to achieve some of the objectives because of now Muditambi start to try and negotiate and no longer push. Advocacy, we achieved a lot, and I think the young Mtimbi should do that, should continue doing that because of we advocate for change of policies, and most of the policies have changed today. Women can do boxing and wrestling. Gender testing, we are still on it, but we managed to stop it. We have now possibly made sure that the sports policy for women and sport. So those ones, I would still say to my young Mtimbi, go on, do it. What could I have done differently? I should have continued playing sports until the higher level because I had a potential of representing our country at a certain level. But because of when we were growing up, there were no female leaders. I decided to stop my participation and concentrate on sports administration. And I think that is the one thing that I regret, and my young Mtimbi should actually be motivated to continue playing sport, and especially the sport that she liked, tennis and netball. I actually liked the young, fearless Mtimbi because she made a lot of change. So that one I think she should continue with. But also the young Mtimbi should not be emotional when people are not accepting change. Because of when you are emotional, people tend to focus on your emotions, and I run away from what you are talking about, which is to transform or to change the way we do things. The Mtimbi that I am now, the Mtimbi that I am now, I traveled a lot. I traveled in Africa, I've traveled abroad, I've traveled in so many countries. I've attended functions, big functions that I still today appreciate the fact that I had an opportunity to do that. But I think as I was doing that, I was attending them through work, and I was focusing on doing what I'm supposed to do. I never lived in the present. And I would want the young Mtimbi to one day, if she's going to travel, to enjoy and live at the present and feel the present, and actually make sure that it's not about only work, it's about enjoyment and experience. And I failed to do that.